Good morning. We are reading in the book Shamati, article number 37, an article for Purim. It is on page 112 on Shamati. You can ask questions during the lesson at www.cab.tv. Selected questions that are relevant to the topic will be aired. Shamati, article number 37, an article for Purim, page 112. I want to give a short introduction. Purim symbolizes the end of correction, when the souls that came down from the world of Ein Sof to this world and exist in this world through history, the history of this world, of the universe, of Earth, and of humanity on Earth for billions of years. When they come to a state, and it's today's state, that people are getting a drive towards bonding, towards discovering what they're doing in this world and why. This is where man's development begins, personal development and general development. And the desire for this development can either be through suffering, as we can see today, the general crisis, the general suffering pushes the whole of humanity in some direction. People will realize gradually that they have to unite and have to come to a certain, to a special state of unity and bonding among us. And in that unity and bonding, we'll all have to reach love of others, and in it we'll find the quality of the Creator, the benevolent one, bestowal and love. On the way towards resembling the Creator and achieving that state, on the way to Ein Sof, to infinity, when we reach it, it's called Gmar Tikkun, the end of correction. So there are several stages towards it, on the way to it. The end of correction itself is called Purim. Pur is Lot. We'll study it in this article. And when a person begins to advance towards that state, he goes through several stages. In the first stage, it is a stage of concealment. We learned that during the concealment there is double concealment and single concealment. Then we cross the Machzam, the barrier. And past the Machzam we have two stages. One is called faith, or Galgalta Veinayim, or Bina, a bestowal, repentance from fear, Chafetz Chesed, delighting in mercy, etc., etc., light of Chasadim. So that's stage one of the correction of the Kilim. It's just a correction because our nature is a desire. The Creator, the light, created a desire. That desire cascaded into this world. It acquired an intention to receive everything for itself. Now, on the way back, we have to correct that intention and make it in order to bestow. So we don't change the desires, but how we use them. Instead of everything for me, for others. That's the correction we have to achieve. So after the concealment, we enter spirituality. Entrance to spirituality, called Machzam, barrier. And after we acquire the quality of delighting in mercy, bina, faith, faith above reason, whatever you call it, repentance from fear, then we go through another stage, repentance from love. Achab, instead of Golgat Aveinayim, instead of bestowal, it'll be reception in order to bestow. Here we have to write, instead of just bestowal, bestowal in order to bestow. There are many names to that state. Reception in order to bestow, which is actual giving. What else? Instead of faith, it is knowing. I wrote a chapter of Golgat Aveinayim. Instead of bina, we have chokhmah. Chokhmah, light of chokhmah, instead of light of chasadim. And that's it. When we work in repentance from fear, the more the will to receive grows. It grows from smaller to greater and greater. It grows by 4 stages. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Man builds himself to always be above the will to receive. This is called faith, meaning bestowal, above the desire, which is reason. Reason is the desire. So he goes always above it, like Moses climbed on top of Mount Sinai. Moses symbolizes faith. And when he rose and acquired all the desire to bestow and didn't want to use the will to receive, then from the level of the will to bestow, he, from that level, he's here, began to descend into the will to receive and receive it in order to bestow more and more and more. 4 stages. Meaning receiving in order to bestow. So he uses all the desire in order to bestow. That's how it works. This whole way, Purim symbolizes it for us. How we get there. In Megillat Esther, it is the revelation of the concealment. The revelation of the concealment. Revelation of who? The Creator, the upper force, the whole of reality. How do we discover it? It is told in that process how we go through it. So we're going to read the article itself in order to understand how the story of Esther tells us about what we experience, which forces operate. It comes out like a play. But we have to understand that all of these desires and these actions are within us, within each and every one. It's not like there are many people here. The world is man. Man is a small world, and the whole world is within us. That's how we relate to it. But other than the single creator and creature, there is nothing else. So let's read, and then we'll see how to interpret it. Again, we'll read, and I'll try to add some commentaries in there. If it's not clear,